Gretchen, let's hear about this history book that is a behemoth.
So I am so excited to talk about this book. It's called Secret City, The History of Gay Washington by James Kirchett. Now, I don't think that this title does this book justice. And I understand why the author has used this title, because he calls the secret city, that's a term that he uses throughout the book. I am only 54% of the way through it, somewhere in chapter 22, according to my audiobook, because the full audiobook is 26 hours.
Oh, God, Gretchen.
But so what I kind of did was, because this had been recommended to me and I knew that we were doing this episode, I just kind of downloaded it and I was like, I'll just try it and I'll see, because again, like I have been having trouble reading. I certainly haven't been doing anything that's very dense in terms of my history books. I've been actually mostly doing podcasts, which are episodic and, I can do a little bit more of. So I really wasn't sure how this was going to go until the book started. And I realized that this is the history of gay Washington through a very particular lens. And it is how the history, it is kind of general, but like the entry point to this is how gayness has interfaced, and like this idea of keeping secrets and having to lead a secret life has led and interfaced a lot of the queer community in DC with the intelligence agencies of DC. Again, just to circle back as I end here to say, I've made comments about how sometimes like the titles of these books are like too like clickbaity. And in this case, I'm like, this title should be more clickbaity. Because rather than just like the history of gay Washington, it has this really extra fascinating extra layer that is not clear unless you really get into the description.